Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Claw and the King. Once again, joined by Zeus.
Well, thank you for having me in my own house.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's kind of such a lingo sort of week in sports. There's some news.
Yeah.
There is some news.
We are freaking scraping the bottom of the barrel to fucking talk about shit. This is not easy.
There's news. I think that
people that do multiple shows a week, I sympathise with you.
Well, I mean, they're not focusing just on sport, but I mean, it's been a lot in the world has happened, you could say, especially in the entertainment industry. But yeah, I mean, there's news surrounding sport. I think I'm more probably in depth with you in terms of football and basketball and sort of the behind the scenes news. But you know, it's just not many big time games. I mean, it's the end of the regular season for the NBA, international break for football, UFC. Is hit and miss sometimes. Sometimes the card's good, sometimes it's not. You know, it's just a bit of a hit and miss. F1, we can talk about that.
There's no stuff on this week. There's no UFC this week. There's no F1 this week.
No.
So,
yeah, but there is stuff to talk about. I think Oscar's a bit doom and gloom here. He's like, why are we even doing this? This is so boring. There's no sport on.
I'm not doom and gloom. I'm just,
What do you mean, I don't know.
It could be better.
Well, that's why we're very inventive with our categories, and we've come up with some very fun and intuitive
we are breaking
games.
barriers here.
Of course. So, the first topic, Senor.
First topic, apparently you want to talk about Man United again for the 15th time.
Well,
say the same thing.
No, it's different, okay?
It's different.
It's bringing news from the back room to your attention, okay?
Okay.
So what's currently going on at Manchester United, which you probably don't know, is that they're actively searching for a manager. And the options are Eric Ten Hag, Lopetegui. I don't know. Lopetegui, is that his name? It sounds like that. And then there's another dude, and Pochettino, Enrique and Pochettino. Those are the four choices that the board have sort of interviewed.
He coached Barcelona.
Yeah, but he's been shocking ever since. Look, my problem with this process is that they're interviewing them like they're applying for a manager job at Coles. Like they're doing rounds and rounds of interviews when you should already know what manager you should go for and what you should look based on their success at different clubs into determining where they should go. And they've been doing it for weeks. They're on the second round of interviews now. And it's like, just make a decision. Eric Ten Hag, in my opinion, is clearly the best manager out of all of them. Poch has been woeful since that Champions League final, and really he was ousted by Spurs. I mean, if you get ousted by Spurs, I mean, do you have any hope? PSG, it's obviously gone really bad for him there. And Lopetegui and Enrique.
Who is Lopetegui?
I think he's a Sevilla manager.
Sevilla.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're second, I think, in La Liga, so they're doing okay, but I just think there's no way that you cannot pick him, and the fans will revolt. I think Gary Neville did a poll on his Twitter that said, who's your preferred choice of manager? And 85% of the fans came back and said that it was Ten Hag. You obviously don't know that much about Ten Hag because you don't sort of pay attention to Ajax football, which not many do, so that's not really a slight against you, but he's sort of demanding from the board that he has full control in terms of transfers and ins and outs, and I don't think that Man United board liked that too much. I think when Mourinho was a bit antsy with them, he was on the short end of the stick and he got fired pretty much immediately. Not because he said that, but when results went bad for him, he got fired pretty quickly. And then I think they just want a yes man. I think they want a yes man in there, and I think Pochettino is sort of their ideal choice. I think Sir Alex Ferguson has been leaked to have been preferring Mauricio Pochettino. So yeah, it's just depressing. I just want to do a quick recap on the managerial search as of this current moment, and it's not looking good because and Eric Ten Hag is getting really impatient, according to sources. He's saying basically that he's surprised that they're going through this lengthy interview process when really they should be just judging it based off their prior accolades or the board's sort of feeling towards each individual manager, and they shouldn't be doing such a lengthy process when he needs to come in quickly and sort of make decisions on transfers and be able to speak to players at the club. Like, Ronaldo, he could leave in the summer. He's
He
got
will leave in the summer.
He hasn't confirmed it. Anthony Martial, Donny van der Beek. There are a lot of players that are on the fringe of leaving Manchester United, and we need a manager to come in so the board can tell these players, right, this is a plan. We want you here. You can speak to this manager. You can have this contact with him and discuss your potential role in the upcoming season. I don't know why they haven't done that, and it's just bizarre that they take this long when we've got so many problems in terms of contract situations with our players, and it's just ridiculous. Do you have an opinion on it? Do you have a preferred candidate or a preferred choice?
Luis Enrique.
Is that just because he managed Barcelona?
Yeah. I remember him. He's nostalgic to me.
He also had like the best team of all time.
Yeah.
So, and he hasn't been that great since. And we would need to. He's currently the Spanish manager, and he won't.
Oh, is he?
And he won't leave them until after the World Cup. So we'd have to wait another 6 months.
Well,
because there's a World Cup. Remember in Qatar, it's because it's.
Yeah, I know that.
So it's so we'd have to wait another 6 months until after the World Cup to get him, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, Manchester United is shit anyway.
What's your point?
Well, it doesn't really matter if you have to wait. They're going to be shit if he's there or not.
Not necessarily. I mean, I think we've had bad managers. I don't think Ollie's a great manager. I think Rangnick's done better, but I don't think
How can every single manager have been bad since Ferguson left?
Well, that's what happens.
How can every single one have been bad?
I mean, I've said this and I've ranted about this before. This is what happens when you hire bankers to run footballing positions at your football club.
But they're successful managers outside of Manchester United.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
it's not down to the managers necessarily. It's down to the players and who recruits the players, who signs the players, the backroom staff who have been hired by the Glazers who helped them, such as Ed Woodward, who helped them take over Manchester United. He was in charge of transfers essentially. So the players haven't been good enough. But look, the managers haven't been great either. I mean, David Moyes, after Sir Alex Ferguson left, look, he's doing okay with West Ham now, but he's definitely wasn't the right man to take us forward. I mean, he's a West Ham manager. That's his pedigree. That's his level to manage Everton and West Ham and those clubs. Then you had Louis van Gaal, whose football was atrocious. It was the most boring stuff I've ever seen. He signed Schweinsteiger.
But he was a big appointment at the time.
I mean, he took Netherlands to a World Cup final and he managed Bayern Munich. He had some great achievements throughout his career, but his football at the end of the day was dreadful to watch. And he signed all these great players, but they were either past their prime or they didn't want to be there. I mean, you signed Di Maria.
Sounds pretty similar to the team now.
Yeah, who does that? Who does that?
Yeah, but how can these players be the best players in the world and when they get to Manchester United, they just don't want to be there? It can't just be they're not signing the wrong players. Signing Ronaldo is the right player. Signing Varane is the right player.
Well, Varane's been good. He's just
signing Sancho is the right player. Like, these are players you want at your club.
Yeah.
It's not like they're making bad signings.
Yeah. Well, I would say this. They have made bad signings, but the development staff also has not been good enough. But who hires the development staff? The Glazers. Just because it's not just how they take money out of the club, and even though they spent a little money recently, it's the way that they run the football club. It's who they entrust to run the football club and their involvement in the football club. If they leave it astray and just take dividends out, just say, hey, banker mate, can you take care of that? Take that for me. And, it's going to go shit. It's going to go to shit, isn't it? So I think that you've got to have people that know what they're doing running the football club. And I think that's why I want Ten Hag there, is because he has experience and he's took Ajax to a Champions League semi-final where they should have easily gone to the final. And yeah, I just don't think Pochettino has had a good grasp of players. I think Tottenham players quit on him. I think the PSG players quit on him. It's just not. I just don't.
Poch.
Pardon?
My man Poch.
Your man Poch. Is that a song?
It's a Dave lyric, I think.
Okay.
I think I just got it.
You just got that. You just referenced Pochettino.
Might have been
with Poch.
Might have been in Thiago Silva.
So you didn't understand what Poch was before today?
Not really.
No. Well, that's not great. But anyway, the reason why we've been bad is because we haven't got managers right at the end of the day. Look, you can say they were good managers, but they weren't right managers for Manchester United, and they obviously didn't succeed. So, and you've got to start with the manager. If you get a right manager, I mean, Liverpool have terrible owners. You ask any Liverpool fan, they hate their owners as well. But they hired the right manager, they hired the right backroom staff, and that's how you progress. So we've just got to get better in terms of recruitment, in terms of development, in terms of manager on the pitch. So, yeah, that was my quick little rundown of the situation. What's the next section, buddy?
Well, speaking of teams that need to get better, Italy.
Oh, my God.
Italy. With a monumental choke. Monumental.
Well, they're going Rome. They're going back to Rome, you know.
They hadn't finished celebrating. They were like, let's sit out the next one. Let's just keep celebrating.
World Cup qualifiers, mate. We just won a European trophy. Oh, wait. We lost to North Macedonia.
Has this ever happened before, where the team that has won the Euros has failed to qualify for the World Cup?
I don't know.
Directly after.
I doubt it. But I do remember there is a World Cup curse. So teams that have won the World Cup, the next World Cup they're in, they rarely get out the group stage. I know that. Yeah. I know that's a thing.
But that's not Euros to World Cup.
Yeah. It's unbelievable that they didn't make it. They drew against
to Macedonia as well.
Well, yeah, that game was bad, but I mean they drew to some awful teams in the knockout, in the sort of qualifying stages, and how they even got to the knockouts of it was pretty remarkable. If you look at their team, they've had a great manager. But they're just great at drawing. That's why they're good at tournaments, because they've got a great goalkeeper that does well in penalties, and they're great at grinding out results, like England, to be fair. But you saw against Spain, they did it in the Euros, and they did it against England.
But I feel like England have always been that up and down team, because I remember in 2012 Euros they make the final against Spain. I think.
No, they didn't. No. That's like the first final that we made in like ages.
No, it's Italy.
Oh, Italy, 2012. You said England though.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No,
you said England have always been up and down.
I said Italy.
You said England.
I said they have always been up and down.
No, you said England.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
I specifically
check the tapes, brother.
I will check the tape, and it will show me that you said England.
I said Italy.
Anyway, Italy. Well, they didn't make.
I remember they were shit. They won the World Cup in 2006. They were shit in 2010. And then 2012, they made the final, like, out of nowhere. I remember that was really surprising.
Well, they won, didn't they? They won the World Cup, didn't they, in 2006?
Yeah, I just said that.
So, but I don't think they've been up and down. They've been bad. They were bad. They didn't make the last World Cup. They didn't make the World Cup in Russia.
Oh, didn't they?
No. They've done it. This is the twice. Have you not seen that this is Chiellini? Chiellini's never played in a World Cup game.
He's never played in a World Cup game.
No.
He's like 40.
Yeah.
Surely he was around for 2010.
Well, he didn't. He was probably in the squad, but he didn't play.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's been kind of crazy how they didn't make it. I thought Portugal, Italy was a surefire thing. I thought definitely those teams were going to be...
If Italy won, Portugal may have not made it.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, Portugal, I'm glad that they made it. I want Ronaldo in the...
you want to see Ronnie there. You want to see Ronnie there.
Yeah, this is the last dance for Ronaldo, last World Cup, and you just want to see him just win it. If England don't win it, I want Portugal. Portugal can't win. Have you seen their team?
Yeah, I don't think they can win it.
They've got a really good team. They've got.
I mean, he won a Euros. That was his moment when they won the Euros.
Well, they've got a better team than they had in the Euros. They've got really good young talent. They've got depth all across the field. I think Portugal are a real shot of making it. Honestly, it depends on the form of a lot of their players, like Bruno, who's also in our team, and João Felix, but they got João Felix, Jota.
They got that Man City defender,
Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, Guerrero from Borussia Dortmund, who's decent. They got some good players in there. So it's just they got Matinho from Wolves.
They got Cohen Trowell.
No, that was like 2010, buddy. See, that's your peak knowledge.
They got Quaresma.
Quaresma. Oh my god,
They got
I mean, that wasn't that far ago. That was like 2018. He was still playing in 2018.
They got Nani.
No, that was pretty long ago.
They got Pepe.
Yeah, they do. They still got Pepe. He still actually starts for them. But yeah, I think if England weren't to win, I'd want Portugal to definitely win, because that'd be
If Australia weren't to win, I'd want France to win.
Are they even in it?
Not yet.
They're not even in it. Who do they have to play?
They've got like a knockout game. They have to win one game, and then they have to win a game after that.
Who are they playing? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Well, Australia aren't that good. So
no, they're not. But Still.
They
in fact, they're awful.
In their last World Cup, they didn't even score an open play goal.
No, and this team's worse than that team. So
yeah, it's not looking great. But I think that I hope England win. I don't like Gareth Southgate.
I watched some video on the England team, like who they're going to take, and it is fucked how many players England have.
Yeah, I'm telling
you. The amount of people that are going to miss
We've got depth. Crazy. We've got really good depth across the team, but we just play in such a negative way that it's impossible to watch at times. But again, in tournaments, that's what wins, you know? Teams that can defend well in major tournaments, that's how you win them. And Harry Maguire, did you see he got booed in the England game?
No.
Harry Maguire got booed when his name got called out before the game and for England, and a lot of
well, he doesn't deserve to be there, does he? But
no, it was a big topic in England. It was a big sort of debate. Now, I don't think he should have gotten booed. I do think that, especially for England, he has played really well.
If you're playing trash,
but
cop it.
But again, you shouldn't be upset if he did get booed, because they're like, well, they separate England fans from Manchester United fans, but they forget a lot of Manchester United fans are also England fans, like me. So when they see Harry Maguire gets picked after he's been playing dreadful for the past year, you're going to be like, show your frustration. So I understand why people booed, but I don't think he should have, because for England, he has been quite good. But yeah, it was a very sort of debatable topic. Gareth Southgate called some of the fans disgraceful. Declan Rice, Harry Kane, they all called out the fans for booing him, but yeah, I mean, fans are there to do what they want.
I mean, they have to stand up for the player.
Well, yeah, but I mean, fans pay their money.
They're not going to be like, oh, fucking boo him, mate. We don't want him.
Well, I mean, they should. Have you seen him, how good he is? He's terrible. So it's not like they're wrong, are they? But yes, Italy missing was a big deal. We're going to see, when's the draw come out for the World Cup? It must be after Australia qualify.
Or don't qualify. But we can do a full like big ass World Cup preview. Yeah, like break down all the squads, all the groups, all that shit.
That will be lovely. So next topic, my friend.
Next topic. Moving on. UFC 273. Do a quick little preview because who knows when the next episode will come out. But this card is not tomorrow when this probably comes out, but the next week. So UFC 273, pretty big card. 2 title fights. The homeboy Volkanovski defending his belt for the 3rd time against the Korean Zombie. Late replacement. Max Holloway was originally scheduled for this fight. Well, it's not even a late replacement. He literally pulled out the day after the fight was announced. So, not really a late replacement. But yeah, the Korean Zombie, he's coming off 1 win, really. So, he's not posing the biggest threat, in my opinion, to Volk. And he did have a title shot probably almost 10 years ago against Aldo back in the day, and he lost that one.
Well, Aldo back in the day was pretty darn good until Conor snapped him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Zombie's a good fighter, but I don't think he can beat Volk, really, because he lost pretty badly to Ortega, and then we saw what Volk did to Ortega. So I can't really see a path to victory for him. I think it's going to be a pretty solid defense for Volk. And then, but hopefully they reschedule the Max fight, because that's what everyone wants to see.
Lovely. So main event is Volk versus the Korean Zombie, which I looked on Wikipedia. That's his actual name.
It's not his actual name.
His actual name is the Korean Zombie, which is cool.
It's not.
I mean, his parents must have saw something. They must be like, this guy's going to be a UFC fighter, or he's going to be like a boxer someday. The Korean Zombie.
Well, I don't think his parents gave him the name.
Is it his first name and then his middle name Korean, and then his last name Zombie?
Name's Chan.
Or is it the Korean? Is that his first name and Zombie's last name? I mean, or is it just Korean Zombie and then we add the? Which one do you reckon it is? We just add the at the end. Is his name actually just Korean Zombie, and we just add the?
Yeah, we just add the.
Okay, that makes more sense probably.
Yeah. Okay, in the co-main rematch, Aljamain Sterling in his first defense, I guess, as the paper champ, against Peter Yan, who's won the interim belt against Corey Sandhagen, and was the champ before he lost the belt to Sterling. Do you know what happened?
Oh, was that when he
he did an illegal knee, and then Sterling...
Yeah, and then he flopped or something, and he just...
Well, I don't know if he flopped, but he chose not to continue.
Yeah, so he just...
So he won by disqualification, and he was on his way to losing, so...
So he probably just... He probably just took a seat.
Yeah.
Likely.
Yeah. I mean, there was options for him to continue, but he didn't. So that fight is going to be good as well, because although everyone's picking Jan, everyone thinks Jan's going to destroy him. I do think Jan will win. Jan's a fucking beast. Sterling is pretty good as well. People forget. Like, he beat Sandhagen in 1 round, which is no easy task. And he was competitive in rounds against Jan. So I think it'll be a great fight. I'm going to pick Jan because he's a Russian beast and he just stands there taking shots until you can't hit him anymore.
Yeah, he's probably just upset about the Russia-Ukraine conflict. He's probably like just wants to take it out on somebody. He's got probably got something seeds or something. He got his house seeds or something. And he probably
I don't know if he lives in Russia. I think he trains somewhere else. Maybe he does train in Russia. Fuck, can these people piss off?
He's just so popular. I mean, I'm getting the same notifications.
But yeah. Are you picking Jan? Have you seen either of these people fight before?
I've seen Peter Yan fight, and I've seen Aljamain Sterling flop. I'll pick Jan just because he looks scary, even though he's 5'3". He looks like it. He looks like he's been through stuff.
Yeah, he's a pretty fucking beast. Also on this card, Gilbert Burns versus Hamzat. Probably the people's main event, I guess you could say.
Shemai. Is he the other guy that pisses around with Darren Till?
Yeah, he's like the most hyped guy in the UFC right now. He's the new Conor McGregor. And
don't ever say that.
Well, he basically is. He's the new hype guy.
No, Conor McGregor was light years above what
Hamzat
is
in terms of hype. I don't know if he's pretty hyped.
Not as hyped as Conor was.
I mean, I wasn't a UFC fan at the time when Conor was coming up, so I don't really know how to compare it. But since I've been a fan, he's probably the most hyped guy.
Possibly.
And because he's had 4 fights, I think, 4 or 3 fights, and he's absorbed 1 strike in 4 fights.
He's had 1 punch hit.
Yeah,
like 1 punch has landed.
Yeah,
that's that. He was like just going on holiday. There, he just gets paid for just
pretty much. He just destroys people for fun. And this is a big step because Gilbert's the number 2 guy. Pretty good. Like, he lost to Usman, but he tested Usman, coming off a win against Wonderboy. So
but anyone could beat Wonderboy at this point.
No, Wonderboy's still good. He just has no wrestling.
Talk about overhyped. I mean,
Wonderboy was sick. He just has no wrestling. He's still one of the best strikers in the division.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I think Hamzat probably wins it. I mean,
I hope Hamzat wins just for
where is Hamzat ranked?
Like 11.
Well, that's not that bad. Then how is he fighting?
Because he has so much hype.
What's Gilbert ranked?
2.
What the? So it'll be a test for him. I mean, hopefully that he get a somewhat decent fight.
I don't know if it will be a test. He's so strong and he's
like Habib, where he just overpowers people.
Habib, but he looks better than Habib.
All right, fair. Yeah, I'll still go with Hamzat though.
I hope the thing is with Burns is he's the best jiu-jitsu guy. So, and Hamzat's thing is wrestling people. So, if anyone could pull something off from their back, it would be Gilbert. Throwing up a triangle or fucking, I don't know, somehow getting an armbar or something. But yeah, I kind of want Gilbert to win, but I kind of want Hamzat to win. I don't know, because I think if Hamzat wins, he'll have to fight Colby, and I don't want to see Colby lose.
I don't think Colby would lose, and I don't think Colby
really. Yeah,
Colby's better than Gilbert.
See, I think Colby would beat Gilbert, but I don't know if he would beat Hamzat.
Do you reckon Kamaru would beat Hamzat?
I don't know.
I
can't confidently say yes.
Really?
No, I can't.
Yeah, they probably give Colby Hamzat if he wins. But yeah, I think it makes it more interesting if he wins. I don't want to see.
I mean, for the value of my NFTs and cards and stuff, I probably want him to win.
What is has the value gone up on those UFC NFTs? No,
it's all right.
So no.
They released a Conor one. That one's expensive.
How much is it?
It's like $700, I think.
Damn. But how has the value increased a bit though?
Of what?
Of your NFTs, UFC NFTs?
Well, because I bought a pack. I didn't buy the NFT off the market, so it's hard to say if the values. Because I didn't buy it for a certain value. I just got it in a pack.
But how much was the pack?
$50.
So has the value of the pack increased?
You can't buy the packs.
So what does it do?
They sell out. They only sell a certain amount.
So what do you do? So how do you, can you sell them?
Yeah, I can sell the moments.
How much is each moment worth then?
Depends on the fighter. Like Hamzat, out of the ones I bought, Hamzat's the most expensive.
How much is he?
$40, $50.
Well, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Probably made a nice little profit. Solid. So next topic. We've had a bit of a chat about
just how my finances are going.
How bad your investment portfolio is. Yeah,
my investment portfolio is elite.
Yeah, how much are you down in crypto?
Nothing. I'm up, well up.
How much is well up?
Like I'm doubled my money.
Why don't you sell?
Because it's gonna go more.
Oh God, you said this last time and it went down.
Yeah, and then it goes back up again. That's how shit works.
Oh, just sell it, dude.
It's better than having zero investments.
Yeah, but it's not if you lose money with your investments. Losing money
may as well try.
Losing money is worse than not making investments.
Nah, it's not.
All right, next topic.
Okay, next topic. Recent controversy at the Oscars. I don't know if
was it your show?
It was my show. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not, but a guy called Will Smith slapped another guy.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty boring name.
He's an interchange player for the Titans, I think, Will Smith. He somehow found his way to the Oscars.
He went to the Oscars and then he got a plane back to play for Gold Coast.
And he gave Chris Rock a good old slap for insulting his missus.
His missus. His lady friend. Yeah,
I don't even know if we're talking about this, but this is just leading into the list for this week.
Well, I mean, we can describe it while we're doing it. If you've integrated some, I think if you do the list properly, if you pick the right movies, we might have a bit of a conversation about some of the people involved in this controversy.
Who knows? But yeah, okay. So we've gone with top 3 movies that Will Smith is in.
Top 3?
Yeah, well, that's what he said, mate.
That is what I said. Now, no, I'm doing top 3 Will Smith. He's doing top 3 Chris Rock. Now we're going to debate who wins.
Now, before we start this, Will Smith lost in real life, all right?
I think we can all realize that
Will Smith has just sold his life. Okay,
he's got his balls. His wife.
He's sold his life. You can never look at that man the same now. He's ruined himself. But
we're judging him on movies.
For argument's sake, we'll give them a fair go.
Mm-hmm.
You want to start? Should we start with Will Smith or Chris Rock?
I'll start.
Okay.
I think.
To be fair, Will Smith does have a lot of movies.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to sort of
like your 3. Decide. Your 3. I didn't have any of those in.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't have it on. Can I use your phone? Yeah. Cheers. Okay. So my 3. You got 30% off your new Uber Eats meal. Congrats.
Thanks.
So my 3. Number 1, I Am Legend. Oh no, sorry, that was yours. I'm not choosing that shit. So number 1's Hitch for me. My favorite rom-com of all time. I'm a bit of a rom-com guy, you know. I don't mind a cheeky rom-com. It's with, she is very good looking. You would like the movie.
Wait, who's it with?
I'm
pretty sure I've seen. Yeah.
The one that's married to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I know she is.
Yeah, she's very good looking in it. So you'd like that. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good, nice, warm movie. He's charismatic in it. He's a player who helps men, find dates or like
I think I've seen it, but it's foggy.
Fall in love with them, and then he falls in love with a gossip writer in the news. So yeah, it's a good movie. It's good, easy to watch movie. Bad Boys 2. I don't know how you did not have this in your original list. It is one of the best movies of all time, and it's by far his best movie.
Why is it at number 2 then?
I didn't do it in order. Do you want me to do it in order?
I don't know.
I'll just do it. Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 1 was good, but Bad Boys 2 was the best, in my opinion. It was filled with action. It was got Gabrielle Union in it, Dwayne Wade's wife. It's just a great movie. I don't know if there's anything else to sort of dispute on that. I mean, I don't know how Chris Rock's movies get past Hitch or Bad Boys 2. And then 3, Pursuit of Happiness. It's a bit of a sad movie, but I mean, he should have, if anything, he should have won an Oscar for. It should have been that movie. He was fantastic in that movie with his actual son, Jaden. who made an interesting tweet after the Oscars, which was very controversial, shall we say, in terms of his opinion on what his dad did.
Well, he's obviously going to support his dad.
If my dad slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, I wouldn't support him, especially publicly.
But you're not a celebrity. It's different.
Who says I'm not a celebrity?
Me.
I think I am. I think I'm pretty celeb-like.
Okay, well, you're delusional.
I don't think I am, but whatever. Pursuit of Happiness. So yeah, it was about a homeless guy that was working his ass off, then sort of became a stock trader and was able to save his son and live in a lush life, and he made like millions of dollars in real life or something like that. So yeah, those are my 3 movies: Hitch, Bad Boys 2, and Pursuit of Happiness. Now, your movies are probably going to be a bit more comedic in terms of it, and probably like better childhood sort of memories associated. But in terms of quality of movie, I think Will Smith slaps Chris Rock in this one.
Yeah, well,
all these are slaps.
All
these movies are slaps.
Judging movies based off quality is for losers. Okay.
Well, I mean,
you judge movies based off enjoyment.
That's what the Oscars is about, buddy.
All right. What else do I have? You didn't have focus from Will Smith.
Mate, that half an hour of that movie was good. The rest of it was dog shit.
No.
Yeah, the first hour of it was great, where they had Margot Robbie and she was doing all the stealing, and then they had that thing where the guy picked a number out of the jersey. When Will Smith left her after that, I didn't even know what happened for the rest of the movie. It just went to shit. It went into nothingness.
Yeah, but Margot Robbie was so good.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, Margot Robbie was in it, so it must be it must be the best movie of all time.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have had Focus, Independence Day, and Shark Tale, but we'll go with your 3.
What was the second one?
Independence Day.
Okay, Independence Day maybe, but I mean that's for like people your dad's age. I mean that's not really a movie for us. And then Shark's Tale. I mean maybe for the meme that came out of it after the Oscars, but no way.
Shark's Tale was a meme for ages.
Yeah, but before. In terms of quality, it's nowhere near Pursuit of Happiness.
Quality, sorry.
Well, quality is what we...
Sorry, it doesn't have 45 camera angles that satisfy your fucking quality assurance needs.
Quality assurance? I mean, business or something. Sure. Okay, what's yours?
My Chris Rock movies. At number 1, got
Is this the best or...
Oh, yeah, I kind of went... Oh, yeah.
Is it worst to first or best to last?
We'll just go whatever. But... Okay, we'll go best to worst. Number 1, Grown Ups. I just loved this movie when I was a kid. I don't know. It was fucking fun.
What about now? We're not kids, are we?
I would still happily watch it. The second one as well. The second one's good as well.
That's not the question.
What?
What are the better movies?
I think Grown Ups. If you ask me, would I rather watch Pursuit of Happiness or Grown Ups? I would say Grown Ups, without a doubt.
Yeah, but you gotta watch Pursuit of Happiness on the mood. You gotta feel like
Prime Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Paul Blart Mall Cop, and that other dude that has hair.
David Spade.
Yeah, him. Playing basketball with the boys and bringing their family on a holiday. Just fucking great movie.
I love how
Salma Hayek.
I can't stand Adam Sandler movies because he always casts himself with the hottest women.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing ever. He just casts himself with the hottest women possible.
If you can, why wouldn't you?
And it makes no sense though, because he's ugly. And he just it's like we're supposed to act like this is some normal thing. Like he's dating like the hottest girl, like a supermodel. And he looks like Adam's what's that? I forgot he did a movie with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, just go with it.
I think so. I think it is. Yeah. And he's like dating this supermodel. And he's like,
oh yeah.
He works like as a SEAL trader.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's in shorts.
It's funny.
And he's ugly as fuck. And he's telling like this supermodel, and he's fucking all these supermodels across the world. And he's like trying to get rid of them or something. And he's just a SEAL trainer who has no money. Like what I don't understand how he does that. And he just gets away with it.
Well, because he's got money, that's why.
No, but his roles, I mean, him in real life makes sense because he has money. But in these roles, he's like some nothing. He does like absolutely nothing. He does the most boring ass jobs with no money.
They know.
And he looks like Adam Sandler.
They know that no one wants to see some realistic wife. People would rather see Salma Hayek.
But it doesn't make any sense though.
Doesn't matter.
All right. What's your next movie?
Okay, next movie. I didn't even know he was in this until I did my research, but I've got the B movie. Absolute classic of our childhood.
Again,
great memes.
We're not in our childhood, so
doesn't matter.
Make a point about the current day.
Well, okay, it's a great movie then in the current day. He does have a small part, but he's in the movie, so I'll count it.
All my movies, Will Smith is the main role, the lead role.
Will Smith is an actor. Chris Rock is a comedian, so we'll let it slide.
I don't think we should, but
just for the sake of argument.
Sure.
B movie is a great movie. Number 3, obviously, has to be in there. Madagascar.
That should have been first, to be honest.
Who even knows if Madagascar is a good movie? But
yeah, I liked my favorite. Who's my favorite character in it though? I think Gloria.
No,
I don't.
Fuck Gloria.
Who played Gloria, by the way? Was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh God, it's tip of the tongue. It started with a J. I think.
J?
A J.
Jada?
No, I don't think it's Jada. It's probably like a.
No, it is.
Making a joke.
I know. The joke had to end.
Okay.
It's going too long.
But yeah, I think that's a good pick based on the current circumstances.
Yeah, so is it Marty the Zebra? I think it was Marty the Zebra. Yeah.
Marty the Zebra. You don't have to say Marty the Zebra.
Marty the Zebra, played by Chris Rock, was, he's a good character in that movie. The first one is pretty good. The second one, don't really remember what happens. The third one...
I don't remember what happens in any of them.
The third one, what happens?
Mate, all you've got to say...
I don't know. And the fourth one, I think there's a circus.
I think all you've got to say with your argument is that...
It's an iconic movie. It's an iconic movie. Iconic movie.
Jada, Pinkett Smith, and Chris Rock were in the movie. That's your argument.
They were in the movie together, and now...
They're enemies.
They're mortal enemies.
And
Gloria was bald.
In the movie, animals are bald. Naturally.
Yeah, but she was very shiny, like Jada's head.
Oh my God! I don't know how you get offended on a bald joke.
Yeah, imagine taking offense to a shitty joke. Couldn't be me,
dude. I just imagine the writer that just escaping all of this criticism that actually wrote the joke instead of Chris Rock.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, it was a shit.
It was funny though.
It's created one of the most viral moments ever, really.
I can't believe he wasn't kicked out. He was asked to leave the Oscars and he just was like, nah.
He was. No, they thought about asking him.
No, the Oscars came out and said he was asked to leave, but he refused.
I think that's them saving their ass.
Probably, but if that did happen, he's like, I want to win the Oscar and then leave. People that gave
What do you mean asking him to leave? What the fuck is that? Either you make him leave or you don't.
But... How do you give him a standing ovation after he just slapped someone 10 minutes ago?
I don't know. He did win the Oscar. It's like, I don't know, do you boo him?
You're like, no one just claps. Just no. I think, and then like some of the people
the Oscars are just a shambles. Like they look for these things, like with the La La thing a few years ago when they fake won the Oscar. Apart from that and this, no one even knows it's happening.
Yeah,
it's like the most dead thing right now. So they pray for failures in the show to make it popular.
Yeah, that is fair. So my friend,
who wins? Well, I'm taking my list all day.
I don't know how. Will Smith. I may not like him as a person now.
What do you got? Hitch.
Hitch is one of the greatest rom-coms of all time.
No. Pursuit of Happiness, too boring, too slow.
It's not too boring or too slow.
It is.
It's a great movie.
Grown Ups is hilarious.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Just Adam Sandler and his mates dating the hottest women possible and trying to make it make sense.
It's hilarious.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does.
It doesn't. How do these guys get these women? I don't understand it. It's just Adam Sandler and his mates just like, let's pick up some supermodels.
Personality and money.
Look, I like it. I don't mind Grown Ups. I think it's a good classical movie, but Will Smith. Come on.
Nah.
Come on.
If you just ask me the question, what would I rather watch? That's the answer.
But that's not the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you what's a better movie?
Well, to me, a better movie is what I'd rather watch.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I just don't think in terms of
I'll
quality.
happily watch B-movie.
I mean, if
remember
you
watching that in like year 3 class or something.
If you ask every single person in that Oscar arena, whatever it's called, a theater, if you ask everyone there,
I reckon if you asked Adam Sandler, he'd say Grown-Ups.
Would he? I think that's interesting, but I reckon
if you asked Jada, she'd say Madagascar.
I don't think she would.
I think she would. I think she'd shit on Will Smith.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't.
Say Madagascar.
Yeah, she probably would. No, she'd probably say the movie about Tupac that just came out. Did you see that? What was it? Forgot what it's called. Anyway, but yeah, imagine your wife still being in love with another man who's actually dead for like 20 years. It's pretty interesting. I
can't imagine my wife doing that and me just being like, sure thing,
honey, whatever you want. It was just a little entanglement.
Like with Jaden's friend, like what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like 22 years old.
Too much, man.
I mean, if it was a guy, it'd be seen as creepy, but because it's Jada Pinkett Smith.
How was the Jaden all right with that? Like,
yeah,
best mate.
By the way, I'm fucking your mother. Sorry about that, but
that's
anyway.
like shit you joke about at school. This dude's actually not done it.
Oh, celebrities, man, they're different. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to discuss, my friend?
I don't know.
There isn't?
Oh wait, top 3 teams in F1.
Oh yeah, you glossed past that. Okay,
I didn't see it.
So top 3 teams. It's a difficult one, but
is it?
Well, because I'm debating the third. So Ferrari, Red Bull, obviously 1 and 2. But I mean, you go first because you're obviously the expert in F1. So
yeah. So last race, obviously Red Bull came back. Max got the win. Very nice overtake towards the end of the race. It was good seeing the cars be able to follow each other the whole time and not have to fucking cool their engines every 2 laps.
Latifi crashed as per usual.
Latifi crashed. Nice to see him back on form, helping Red Bull win once again. Love to see it. Perez was all right. Oh, Perez was actually shafted, to be fair. He was going to win without the safety car. So he kind of helped Red Bull, but didn't help Red Bull. So
yeah, I mean, I guess. Anyway, top 3 teams.
Top 3 teams. I mean, I guess you got to have Red Bull and Ferrari. So I'll have them top 2, and then.
But in which one? In which order?
I'll go Red Bull. I just don't trust Ferrari to have.
You trust their drivers over them?
Not necessarily the drivers. I mean, I trust Max. Not really Sergio week in, week out. But I just, from watching Ferrari in those times when they had a car that was competitive with Mercedes around, 2017, 18, 19, around there, with Vettel and Kimi, the team was just not able to provide good enough strategy week in, week out to help them win. There was always something wrong. Pit stops, making them pit at the wrong time, telling them to stay out. Making them swap positions, just stupid shit that lost them a lot of races. So I don't really trust Ferrari. They just seem a little bit dumb to me compared to the other teams. But there's no doubt they've got a quick car. But they will have to adapt to other tracks. I don't know if they're going to be the best at adapting. So I would just say I trust Red Bull more at this stage. Do I think Ferrari can win? Yes, but I trust Red Bull. So I'll put Red Bull 1, Ferrari 2. At this stage, Mercedes are probably 3. And it's Mercedes, so you just have to believe that they're going to get quicker. You can't expect them to just stay in this position. So I think you'll be dumb to not have Mercedes, but obviously I would like McLaren to get up there.
Yeah.
And they made a decent improvement, to be fair, from week 1 to week 2. They would have had 2 point finishes if Daniel's car didn't break down, which is from being the worst car to 2 cars in the points is a pretty good turnaround. So yeah, it's not out of the question.
Well, yeah, that's my top 3 by Ferrari 1. I just think I trust those 2 drivers over. I think Carlos Sainz and Leclerc are better than Checo and Verstappen as a team. I think Checo.
I mean, Verstappen's the best driver on the grid. So
well, Lewis is better, but
no,
I think Lewis is a bit better. But anyway, I think that I just think that those 2 drivers combined can win more races than. I don't think Checo's can win as many races as Carlos Sainz can win, for example. I think Leclerc and Verstappen will probably be back and forth in terms of who wins, but I think Carlos will probably have more top 2 finishes than Checo, in my opinion. Or top 3 finishes. I do think. Like, I do want to put. I know you're gonna be mad. All right.
What?
I do like a cheeky Haas. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Haas fan.
You think they can be top 3?
I don't.
Mark my words, they will be 9th or 10th by the end of the year.
No, I don't think they'll be top. But I'm saying top 5. 100% top 5.
I think they'll finish 9th or 10th.
You think they'll finish 9th or 10th?
Yeah, I do.
But their car is a lot better than the rest of the competition. Magnussen finished.
And they just will. They'll fuck it up.
Schumacher.
The thing is, every other team will have upgrades and they'll make their car better. Whereas Haas are just fucking. This is their car, and it is what it is. We're not going to get faster the rest of the year. I don't see them getting faster.
But I just see McLaren falling off completely. I see.
How are they going to fall off completely?
McLaren are fucking abysmal at the moment.
They got better
by like one space. They're not better.
They were better.
Not really.
They were quicker.
Yeah, but they were still shocking. It's like,
how are they going to fall off completely? They were so bad to start with. They can only get better.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying from before the season, they've fallen off completely. In terms of, if you look at the rankings last year to where they are now, if you look at the teams at AlphaTauri, do you think they're going to be up at
no, they're just a classic.
Alpine?
Classic
Alpine could sort of sneak up.
Alpine.
We're Australian. It's spelled Alpine. We're not some French little loser. They're called Alpine. But yeah, I think that they probably have a chance as well. Maybe it depends on Mercedes really if they can fix their car. But I actually like Alpine's drivers. You've got
what's it called? What's Bottas on? Alfa Romeo.
Yeah,
Bottas has beaten Mercedes so far.
Yeah, I mean Bottas is a good driver, but I think that Alpine, when you have Alonso and Ocon, I think those are good drivers. So I wouldn't put them out of the top 5 race.
No, I think they could finish 5th.
Haas could sneak in 5th. I like Mick.
You like Mick?
I think he's a decent driver. He's got potential.
Pretty sure didn't he crash?
Yeah, it was his engine problem or something. And then obviously Magnussen, he's looking good. He's got in the points twice now.
Magnussen, he's great.
Yeah, but I just like Haas though.
It's not like he got kicked out by Haas 2 years ago because he was shit.
No, they just wanted Mazepin's money. I think he was better than what's his name, the guy that was racing with him at the start.
Burning Man.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. But I just love Gunther. I love a good Gunther. Okay. I'm a Gunther Steiner fan. What can I say? I want the guy. He's not right. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. What was his line in Drive to Survive?
I don't know.
Oh, you look like a bunch of wankers.
That sounds French.
I know. He's German, isn't he? But anyway, I like Gunther. I think that Haas will do a lot better than they did last year. And for you to
they've already done that.
Well, yeah, for you to say they finished 9th or 10th,
I think they will.
When you've got Williams on the grid,
but Williams can finish 10th.
Well, I mean, you've got some other bad ones there. So I think that Haas will get top 5, maybe. I think it's a consideration but look how much better their car. Because they got the Ferrari engine, they're much better than a lot of the competition who have a Mercedes engine. So obviously it's a long shot, but I just hope that Haas can sort of they were 5th a couple of years ago, weren't they?
Maybe. They were decent.
They were decent. I think they've got a much better car. They got Mick's a good young driver. Kevin Magnussen's done well so far. We'll have to see, but I think Alpine are probably the only team that really can contend with Mercedes if Mercedes don't fix themselves at 3.
Yeah. And next race is actually the home one.
Australia.
And I can announce we will be doing a live podcast at the track.
What time is it?
It's like 3 p.m.
Oh, that's decent. It's usually like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because it's in Australia, so it's a good time.
Who do you reckon? Do you reckon Danny Rick can make a comeback in his home soil?
Daniel Rick is kind of cursed in Australia. It's kind of an Australian curse where he just does shit every year. I think he's had one podium, but ages ago. But he's recently had some bad luck. I remember in Renault, I think it was the first race of the year, his first year at Renault, straight off the line, goes off the grass, loses his front wing, and he's out before turn 1. the year I went there, 2017, again, started from the pit lane because he crashed in qualifying. Never got started, really. I don't think he even got unlapped. So he has a lot of unlucky things happening to him in Australia. Hopefully this year he can do well. Obviously he started the year shit, so hopefully he's got his bad stuff out of the way and he can come perform well for the boys. But am I confident he's going to do well? No, I'm not.
Yeah, neither. Who you reckon's winning it? Verstappen?
I'm trying to think who this track favours. I mean, I think Verstappen's probably the safe bet. I mean, Verstappen or Leclerc really are safe bets, but...
Maybe a Kevy Maggie? A Magnussen sort of sneak in there?
They would need like a 7-car crash for him to
You
win.
never know. That's happened before.
You know what? I'm gonna say George Russell.
Really? With the Mercedes?
Or Lewis. I'm gonna say one of the Mercedes will win. Just as a big call.
I'm gonna do a bigger call. Magnussen. Kevy.
Yeah, but that's just stupid.
Ocon won a race.
Mine's risky and not really confident, but yours is just idiotic.
Ocon won a race, remember?
Yes, Ocon won a race.
When there was like a 7-car pileup. I'm predicting a 7-car pileup.
You can't predict that sort of stuff.
I can predict it right now. A 7-car pileup.
No.
Him. Magnussen just strolls through in the lead.
You should put some money on it. You probably make 1,000. It's probably 1,000 to 1.
Yeah. No, I honestly... I don't know. I think Sainz is probably... I think Sainz might do it.
Ferrari usually do well in Australia, to be fair.
I do think this might be a Sainz type of race. He's Spanish. He likes the sun. He's a bit of an he's an outspoken character. He looks kind of Australian. He's got tan skin. He's used to the beaming sun. I think Sainz is an outside shot there to finish first.
Right.
Why, you don't think that's a good explanation? You don't think?
I mean, I guess
the sun couldn't play a part. They've been racing in the night for like the past 2 races.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's like they do it
I'm
every
just
year.
Joking, but yeah, I think Sainz in a better car has a shot of winning it. But again, Verstappen's probably the favourite, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you think Red Bull has a better car than Ferrari?
No.
But you just...
No, I think they're pretty similar. Like Red Bull and Mercedes last year, that same sort of gap or similarity, I guess.
But Lewis should have won it, which proves he's a better driver. So, what you got to say about that?
No.
I do hope Lewis gets back on his feet, though. I think he can.
I think he will probably retire this year.
I don't think he will.
I think he will.
I hope he doesn't.
Mate, he's old.
He's not that old.
He is. Pretty old.
Yeah, but he looks young, so he's fine. He's not looking like...
nearly 40.
Yeah, but if you look young, then your body's probably young, isn't it? So it's fine.
No.
Look, LeBron looks like 32. He's still playing. Ronaldo, he looks 32.
Yeah, but it's like a want thing in Formula 1. It's Rosberg retired the year he won just because he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And he could still be driving now. Like he wasn't old at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is a young man's game, so I don't think there is much time left for him, but hopefully Mercedes can figure out that car.
I think he doesn't want to stick around if Mercedes aren't going to be competitive.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, that's obvious.
So,
but who would Mercedes go for if they lost Lewis? You couldn't go for another young guy, surely. You'd have to go for
Bottas back in.
Yeah, Bottas back in.
Nah.
Sorry we cut you before, buddy, but we kind of need you.
No, I think they could go with anyone, really. I don't know who they'd go
Kevy
with.
Mag?
No, not Kevy Mag.
Get Gunther. Get Gunther in that box.
What do you think? Toto's going to leave as well?
Yeah, get Toto out of there. Get Gunty.
That would be funny.
Kevy Magnussen. But no, I think that... I mean, Pierre Gasly's name always comes about.
Gasly's a good driver.
How old is Gasly?
I think he's like 24.
He's young.
5.
I think that they might go for a guy like Gasly, but he's on the Red Bull roster.
Yeah,
they're probably
but
looking at
the
him.
thing is, Red Bull have shafted him because they gave him the seat. He did drive shit, to be fair, but they took the seat away and put him back in the reserve team, and now he's looking like a fucking really good driver again.
Yeah.
But Christian Horner's ego is too big to admit that he was wrong, and he's never going to give him the Red Bull seat again.
So he could be an option for Mercedes.
Yeah, but it would just have to be when his contract ends, because I don't think Red Bull would let him out of the contract to go to Mercedes.
Is there any other good young drivers? I mean, Latifi is not one of them. I don't think. If Latifi got
well, I guess Albon potentially.
No, but he kind of flopped, didn't he, at Red Bull, didn't he?
Yeah, he flopped as well at Red Bull, and they sacked him off. So he didn't even get to go back to Toro Rosso. He's just fucking out of F1.
You're not even good for our reserves, buddy. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't. Who else is young? Oh, the Asian guy, Sonoda, or the new one at what's his name? Zhao.
Alfa Romeo.
Wang Yu Zhao.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, him.
I think they'd have to go for a big name. So I think Gasly's a pretty big name.
Schumacher even potentially.
Maybe, but I think Mick would have to do better than what he's done so far. He finished like 15th all the last year. So if my Haas prediction turns out to be right, Mickey Schumacher with Gunther and Kevy Mag, get George Russell out of there. Kevy Mag, Gunther.
Right. So just change the whole team to Mercedes.
Put Haas and Mercedes, and then rename Mercedes Haas.
Okay.
And then I'm good. Right. Or just swap cars. Just repaint it and just take them. I don't think they'd want the Mercedes car, to be fair, but I think that honestly, I think Pierre Gasly's the next one that's going to get a big opportunity. So that's fair. Good podcast, a good chat. Mm-hmm. Mainly, I mean, the main news of the week wasn't even sports related. It was Will Smith having a good old slap.
Yeah, and not on the pokies.
A slap on the pokies is much better than a slap on the face of a worldwide known comedian. But great to have a chat with you, especially about that. I mean, I don't know how you think. It's really
enthralling.
I don't know how you pick Chris Rock movies over Will Smith movies, but anyway.
That was the point of the segment.
But I mean, I thought I'd win. I thought I picked the winning side. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Do you want to send us out?
Please like, comment, subscribe. Everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit. Peace.